Really, I kind of think it's the balance and duality of this offense. I mean, listen, we all love Josh Allen. We've all seen him spread it out and be wide open and do so much. But this last week in a snow game, it was a little different. These guys brought in a sixth O-lineman, Greeny, right? And this was big.
The run
football.
game.
And here he is, the sixth O-lineman. You can't see him. He's right there playing tight end. Okay, the Niners are going to be in nickel, and this is duo, the big double teams. Here you can see him up to the linebackers, but this is the mismatch. The sixth O-lineman on a D end. Here again, they're in nickel. You see the receivers blocking. We are immediately up on the safety, Teddy, and he can't even touch us. James Cook, gone to the house.
Cookie gone.
65 yards. Again, in the snow game, everybody knows you're running it. You can't throw it in this. Again, untouched. Again, and they don't just run it one time. They run it over and over and over again. Okay, here you see it. The Niners brought another hat in the box. We're only going to get one double team. Doesn't matter. There it is, the double team up to linebacker. Check this out, though. Our extra lineman, Teddy, he's on a nickel DB. He outweighs him by 100+ pounds.
That's a lot of
Again,
pounds,
we block to the edge. Look at this. Again, we're untouched. We're untouched. Oh, this time it's only 18 yards instead of 65. Later in the game, all right, the Niners said, we've got enough. 10 guys in the box. You're not going to do it. Again, there's our one double team because of the front up one. What does Josh Allen do? Well, we got this a little advantage throw over here to the left. He flips it out. And this is the adjustment that nobody's ever seen off this play. The QB hook and ladder from Amari Cooper back to Josh Allen, just for one of the greatest plays of the season. But again, I'm not joking. They ran that play 13 times in the game. And it is in a old school, no fair dodging. We're coming downhill. And that's something we haven't seen out of the Bills a whole lot.
Yeah, not an MVP moment at the very end of it there for Josh Allen as well. Let's talk about another quarterback with a big day. Kirk Cousins going back to Minnesota. What specifically are you watching for in that game?
A totally different quarterback. We're talking now going from Josh Allen to Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins is a drop-back passer, and what you want to do against this classic drop-back passer, get him off his spot. So what is the spot when you're talking about? Okay, the spot's about an area behind the offensive center, about 7 yards, okay? So there's Kirk Cousins' spot, and when you move him, you got problems. But if you don't, and if Kirk Cousins is able to settle in there, quarterbacks love this, Alex, right?
Yep.
Just being able to settle in there, get your feet under you, throw the ball. He's the best in the business in terms of accuracy and what he can do with his receivers. But let's see, once you get him moving at all, there's the spot, the Chargers. Nice little compression of the pocket here. Kirk Cousins has to move, and that's when you sound the alarm. Because if Kirk Cousins has to move, you don't know what he's going to do off of that spot. This is one of his many interceptions last week versus the Chargers. Kirk is saying, yes, where's my spot? I got to be there. So why am I showing you Goff? Because he's a quarterback, too, that likes his spot. But here, you see what he's doing? He's trying to reset the protection. They use motion. But Grugier Hill, okay, Smith here, Van Ginkel on the left, they're all communicating. They all know how. This is how we want to get to that spot right there. This is what we're going to do. Backers in the A-gaps affects the protection. There's the free runner. Sound the alarm. Goff has to move. Ginkel off the edge. Grenard off the edge. This is what you're going to see today, okay? They're going to attack Kirk Cousins on that spot, and if they get him moving, that's how they win.
It's worth pointing out, again, as a reminder, I mean, the Falcons drafted a quarterback very high last year with Cousins struggling the way he is. It may not be overstating it to say that he's playing for his job right now.
Welcome to John Crowder's show. Thanks for tuning in. I'm back again with another sports show, joining you live from a spot here in the Battery, Atlanta, Georgia. If you ever get time, come check us out. Want to make sure you understand that if you want to see some of the most up-to-date clips, shows, Stephen A. Smith, First Take, Pat McAfee, go ahead and tune in. Every day we're dropping clips and even live shows. So take the time to go ahead, like, subscribe, and even share this content. We're going to be pushing out a lot of content to you free. And also we're going to be giving away live tickets to sporting events. And we'll be live on set at the NCAA Championship, the Final Four. And also we'll be live at the Super Bowl this year. So if you want to win free tickets, make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned. Put the alert bell on. We're going to keep you up to date with NFL, MLB, soccer, baseball, hockey, all sports, and even giving you free picks on parlays that we hit very often. So go ahead and stay locked in, because if you blink, you'll miss it. Again, I'm John Crowder, and thanks for tuning in. What are some of the most iconic sports for you as far as moments? One of the most iconic sports moments for me was definitely when the Falcons lost the Super Bowl. Even though I'm a Falcons fan, it was heartbreaking. but it was definitely memorable. So that was one of the most memorable, ugliest moments for me as a sports fan. Go ahead and drop in the chat what your most memorable moment in sports was, and we'll be sure to comment and respond to that. One other thing, we definitely want to let you know that we do have sports picks, and we will be putting them in the chat. Our sports picks come with a lot of knowledge, a lot of historical data, and just a lot of professionalism. So if you want to start hitting some of those bets, make sure you follow our picks, and we'd definitely like to help you out on that. All right, this channel is completely free. We don't have any sponsors, so make sure you like, subscribe, and share this to get more content like this and to help us put out more content. Again, I'm John Crowder, and I'm joining you live from the Battery in Atlanta. Stay tuned for more episodes, more shows, and more content.